late adopter. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Bitcoin Daily, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar. We do this show because we gotta know, guys, what's happening with Bitcoin, altcoins, and everything else in the space of crypto. Will the markets move up? Will the markets move down? Will we drop? Will we pump? What's gonna happen here? Is this accumulation or a reaccumulation or distribution or redistribution? What kind of phase this is? We gotta know that, guys. There is a, is there a triangle, a falling wedge, a Wyckoff pattern? What kind of pattern is up here? We gotta know. So we do this show every single day, 9 a.m. Central European Time, to find that out. What's the next big move? What's the next big move? Sometimes you are a little bit more precise. Other times, you cannot tell whether it's gonna go up and down. Then sometimes you can definitely tell this is gonna drop 100% towards downside, or it's gonna pump 100%. But we try our best. We try our best. Who is in the chat? Ron Adopter, how did you sleep? Feeling better? I'm feeling okay. I didn't sleep that well. I slept like 4 hours or something like that, So, but it's okay. Tonight we're gonna not be up until daily close. We're gonna do a trade, and we're gonna see how that actually works out. But I need to fix my sleep. I need a sleep schedule. I cannot be up like to 2, 3, 4 a.m. every single day and wake up, in the middle of the day. So, we gotta fix the sleep schedule. Even with all the trading, the thing has to be done. We're gonna see that. Bliatman, how you doing, man? Buzz the Beak, Decentraplan, what's up? Jay, yo. Stanko, morning. Batch, good morning. Finally, yeah. I think Batch likes, 9 a.m. Central European Time on the dollar because every time I do it at 9 a.m. he's here, but when I do it later, he's not. Your videos have hardly 2k views out of 36k. What are other guys? Where are other guys? Yeah, where are other guys? No, it's pretty normal. It's pretty normal. 1k views. I could be having a lot more viewers if I had a lot better videos. Unfortunately, I don't have. So 1k viewers. It's okay. It's okay. We don't complain, man. We don't complain. Guys, we're gonna start looking at a little bit Bitcoin, then we're gonna talk about yesterday's trade. We tried trading Theta. For guys that do not know, we do this trading thing every night right now. So you might join us on the evening streams where we try to trade something and try to make $400 into a million versus Sniper the Sheldon. So if you want to see live trades and stuff like that, check out the evening streams. Are we going long or short today? Not quite sure. That's the question for tonight. But right now we gotta figure out what's gonna happen. So let's do a little bit Bitcoin tech analysis, and then we'll see what has happened, with Theta since yesterday. So up here, what we have here, every single line on this screen up here right now is very, very important support and the resistance line. Even this up here right now, this is the 50 moving average, it's at 32.9. You can see it's coming very closely to this area down here right now. In this area pocket, we got this space between 32 and 32,000. Very, very important level of support. Resistance. We have been unable to break that a couple of times. This at 31.3 level up here, this level also a very important level of resistance. We did break it, but right back down again. That was a little bit bearish. We continued breaking down. On the downside, 30.3 level down here. Tried to break it up here, failed that, and over here we failed that. Yesterday we actually broke through that. So if we fail to hold that today, or we close below that, or if you go a little bit up and right back down again, that's also going to be considered a rejection. Then we got this 29.7 level down here on the bottom. If you go below that, we are getting a lower low, which is actually quite bad. And we got these two support areas on the bottom side down here. This is the one, and this is the other area. These are also important support area just before you have no support below you until you actually get between 22-25 level on the downside. So we gotta break right now some we got still some kind of support below us, but we still have couple of level of supports that we need to break on the downside actually to be having this big dump down to the 22 to 25,000 area, whatever that's gonna be. Well, let me just see this up here on the day, on weekly. Yeah, the 200 moving average, weekly 200 moving average right now is coming very nicely to the 22,000 up here, 22.5 thousand up here. It's going still according to plan. Whether we're gonna dump it just in 1 week down here, or it's gonna use 2 weeks to dump down here, we do not know how this is actually gonna play out. But we are going pretty much sideways right now. And guys, I gotta tell you that although I have been expecting a move towards downside, right now that we are getting this super moon very, very close, are we gonna dump down first and up, or are we just gonna pump here, right up here? It's getting pretty, you know, pretty tight right now. So whether this is the bottom, you know, I wouldn't say that, you know, it's too short of accumulation areas to be some kind of bottom. But you know, a move towards the upside up here, maybe before we actually get down, again, might actually happen. So we're gonna see how this is actually gonna play out. Now, on the daily time frame, this daily close yesterday, we managed to get back below 10 moving average, and also the very important level of support at 30.3. So we are down there. We are still not technically broken any trend, important trend like this one over here. This blue line, this is the trend line up here that we have been right now climbing up on, and we have still not broken it. So you know, as long as we are not breaking this trend towards downside, I think we are okay. As soon as we start to break the trend to the downside and the 29.7, it can look ugly, and these levels might go after that. But we are technically right now not in that bad shape. So we are still fine. We got nice trend line up here as well. Up here, maybe it should be something like this. So this might be a triangle up here. I'm thinking this is a triangle. It's pretty decent triangle up here. So whether we're gonna break towards downside or upside of this triangle, that's the big question up here. Undecisive right now. The volume should be actually falling down here a little bit. It's not actually falling down here on this one. Let me see on the 4-hourly time frame. So it's only falling down back down here, so that cannot conclude anything out volume. But this triangle is the most important thing right now, the way I see it on the chart. There might be other patterns on the chart, but the way I see it, this is the most important, you know. And right now the question is whether we're gonna break on this on the downside, or are we just gonna get support up here and, you know, break towards the upside. To the upside, I don't think it's enough just breaking 31 to 32 level up here above this, you know, this resistance line. I think also it's very important to get above the 50 moving average up here. Only then we can become very, very bullish. I think 50 moving average on the daily time frame should you know, do the trick up here, you know, and propel us towards the upside. Either way, we need to wait for the ending of the triangle, and until triangle has ended, it's gonna be really hard to you know, tell what the next move is. Even if you zoom in on some kind of small time frames up here, we are fighting these moving averages right now over here. We're fighting this 30.3 resistance up here to get above that. You know, it can be a little bit shaky up here. I'm not gonna quite know how this is actually gonna play out, and right now it's really hard to say which direction this is gonna actually pop out on. But you know, sometimes life is like that. You know, it's really hard to predict the move, especially when you're in triangle. You know, consolidation patterns are hard, and you know, sometimes there are bullish consolidation patterns, others they are not. The problem with this consolidation pattern up here is this comes after, you know, this you know, this consolidation pattern right here behind us. You know, it was some kind of triangle up here, give or take, something like this. You can see here there is also a support line right there below us. So there was a, you know, we dumped big time. There was a consolidation pattern here. We broke out of that consolidation pattern towards upside, which is a little bit bullish. Right now we are, you know, consolidating, you know, in another pattern right after that one. So the question is, yeah, hey man, what's going on? You know, I don't know. It's a consolidation pattern again, and we need to break. You know, we are still looking for the downside and more downside. We are still looking for this 200 weekly moving average. We're still looking for this 200 weekly moving average, but are we gonna hit that? Are we not gonna hit that? What's gonna happen? You know, that's the important part, right? Are we just gonna dump down? Are we gonna, you know, do any kind of move towards downside? I don't know. But you know, previously, you know, historically, this has been the bottom. Where we go up here now, you know, do we become bullish, or is this just gonna smack us back down again? Are these, you know, these, you know, super moves maybe fake, and we go up here on the super moves and right back down again? How this is gonna play out, I don't know, guys. I don't know. But we are still seeing this pattern up here. Of course, the bear flag, it still haven't played out fully, you know, when you consider it like this, give or take something like this, right? So this bear flag should get us down to 90, sorry, this is not, like this up here. Should get down again to 23,007 or something like that. So the way I see it, this pattern over here, this bear flag, has not yet played out. It came very close down here to 26,000. Maybe that's the trick right now. It pulled back up here. Maybe that's done already. Maybe this bear flag played out. 26,000 is pretty decent. It went below the it went into the liquidity zone down here. So it maybe did the trick. I do not want to make the same mistake I did before. If you remember down here, I cannot show it on this one. I do not want to make the same mistake as down here. Wait, let me change the this one over here. I do not want to make the same mistake as we did down here. You can see here I was explaining the same thing again. Here was the CME gap. Here was CME gap, and before in 2018, 2019, even 2017, we are talking about these CME gaps and how they always have to get filled before we actually continue towards the upside. So down here I was, let me just go to the daily time frame up here. So down here I was talking, making videos talking about how this CME gap has to be filled down here, right? We have to go down there, we have to go down there, we have to, I was, talking we have to all the way until we came to this this candle up here, and then I became bullish, but that's way off. That's way off. So I don't want to be again, and I don't want to say that we have to hit 200 moving average again, just because previously we have hit 200 moving average. We don't have to do anything. I mean, it's a nice move. We already went into the liquidation zone. We have been down with the wick. If we are bullish, we are bullish. What you're gonna do, man? Go up a little bit of this, maybe do something like this, and continue up, and then never come to this 200 moving average. It can just be the case, right? It can just be the case. We don't know. We don't know, guys. We don't know, but we are hoping that we will have another move towards downside, another liquidation, liquidation capitulation towards downside. But if that never comes, that never comes. Now, if this starts breaking towards upside, of course we are bullish. There is nothing to do about that. This is also some kind of like a curving towards the upside, where you have these moves up here, and then you get pushed kind of outside of this this area towards the upside. We're also going to try to follow that and see if this is actually curving towards the upside. Are we doing this move? Because this, these kind of moves I've seen before, where you're kind of curving towards the upside slowly, and you don't have to necessarily make a low roll. I don't remember what kind of pattern it is, if this was something like this, or if this was like this, with a straight line on the top, or what kind of pattern it is. But this curvature towards the upside, it can actually, if it continues holding the support, it can actually push the price outside of the area. So unless we break this on downside, we start just going up here towards the upside up here, I would be, it's scary to become bullish, but if it starts breaking towards the upside, it breaks towards the upside. We don't actually know. We think the support down here is in the area down here between 22 to 25, where we can actually go to. And I think I would like to get there so I can buy my altcoins finally, but who knows? Maybe the guys that are actually dollar cost averaging will actually do a lot better than me, but who knows? There's that, guys. Any questions? I think it's that I have less work in the morning, so I can watch. Oh, okay. Great video, yes, mate. It's just you spend more time and effort on task than other show YouTube as you do. You, mate. Well done. Good morning, TLA. Thursday more normally a reversal. I'm not into day predictions, which day is that, what, but I've seen a lot of people doing months prediction, February is good, September is a dumpy day, November is a dumpy day, stuff like that, dumpy month. Dobro jutro, brate, overall longs today. Pozdrav, Sala. I'm not quite sure if it's overall longs. We need to break certain levels up here, especially on the small time frames. Up here it's not kind of playing exactly as I would like to play. We are below the support up here right now. We are breaking the support towards upside. Got 38 minutes left on this 4-hourly candle up here. It's kind of very choppy moves. Look, I mean, it's a mess. We got all of these. Let me show you another chart up here. Now let me show even another chart up here. So this is a clean chart up here. So you'll see this moving average on the 4-hourly time frame. You know, all of the moving averages are right now, you know, state, you know, the extensions have actually, you know, came to right now to the end, and right now something needs to happen. Right now something needs to happen over here. What's gonna happen, we are a little bit unsure about that, but this consolidation pattern has been you know, ended. You can see the price up here right now, but when you see these moving averages up here and you see the price is just inside the moving averages. I mean, it's so tightly inside the moving averages. It's really hard to say, you know, what's going on right over here. You got a 10 and 20 moving average right above us. You're trying to break the 50 and 200 moving average. You're holding the 100 moving average as support. So calling anything here right now, it's kind of sketchy. You can see here, up above 200 moving, right back below everything, right above everything, right on the support, right to the 200 moving average, right down. You know, right now, not sure what's gonna happen. I think the 200 moving average up here, 50 at 200 moving average right now is important up here on the chart. Maybe even the 100 moving average, but this 10 and 20 moving average, let's see which one is more important up here. I mean, 200 moving average is clearly important one. This is 4-hourly time frame. I mean, the 100 moving average on the 4-hour time frame is actually looking very nice though. It's been acting as a you know, resistance up here. Also, you know, we tried to break that several times up there, and it's been acting as a nice, you know, resistance, you know, up here as well. And right now we are above that, so we gotta respect that. We gotta respect that, right? We are holding this 100 moving average up here. You can see we actually was having it as a resistance, broke that support, broke below the support, right back on, but I jumped on that, jumped up here below that, and right now we're jumping on the 100 moving average. So we gotta respect that we are a little bit bullish, guys. We are a little bit bullish, unfortunately a little bit bullish. So we're gonna see if this actually breaks on the downside. It's really tight range, you know. You can only watch this on the small time frames. On the small time frames, there is some kind of, maybe some kind of triangle up here. Something is happening up here. Maybe something like this up here, give or take. Some kind of triangle. Let's move moving average. Try to find the triangle up here. This looks like a nice range. This looks like a breakout upside to the upside up there. Maybe there is some kind of triangle up here as well. You can see here these tops up there. Maybe something like this, give or take, give or take. This looks like a fake out, of course. This looks like, you know, it was coming down to the support up here. Support, resistance, 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 support, 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 resistance. So it is some kind of triangle on the small time frames up here right now. And it looks like right now we are going towards the upside inside this, you know, triangle up here. Let me just pull the moving averages right now on the 1-hourly time frame up here. We are you know, we were down at support. We managed to bounce up here, try to break up here. We're still at the resistance up here, so we still don't have any kind of breakout. But maybe, just maybe on the small time frames, you know, this could be the first indication. Break out of this triangle towards the upside or downside might indicate, you know, more movement in that direction. So something can definitely happen up here. Something can definitely happen. But yeah, this is the closest you can get actually to the next move right now, I think. What happens with Anfi 2 days ago? Anybody catch this trade? Now we are looking at, I did not know it was on Bybit, so we didn't do that. Good morning, gentlemen. Ami, heads up everyone, CPR report on Friday. CPR report this, CPR report that. Yo, been a while. Ralph is finally back. Hex, get your bags packed up. Hex is right now at 0.05. I think it might drop a little bit more towards that side. Always look for a little bit more. Too much longs open, think we are going short. I'm not really the guy to analyze, you know, how many, you know, longs versus shorts to decide the move. I think you should be focusing on patterns. This doesn't seem bullish yet. No impulse up, still corrective structure. You might be right, man. You might be right, but you know, it's still a, you know, consolidation, and you know, it needs to break out of these small triangles before it gets out of these bigger triangles. What are the bigger triangles? You can see up here, the big triangle up here. where is the bigger triangle? The bigger triangle is up here at the top, you know, and the bottom down here we got a support line. That's support line, I think, but you know, there is a, yeah, let's say something like this. So if you go down to 1 hourly time frame, you'll see right now that we are inside this, tiny triangle where we can actually go up or down here. And, you know, we can zigzag up here. Maybe we go up there and then get into this triangle and then break towards the upside. Maybe go up here, then break this, then you have expanding, you know, channel up here and downside. How this is gonna play out is very hard to say. It's definitely interesting pattern though. Have you made such a up and down structures before somewhere? Yeah, that's the question. Have you made such? Yeah, and I think we did. Yeah, I did post on Twitter though. I did post on Twitter the same structure. I don't want to do it again, so I'm gonna show you. And up here on Twitter, it is the same structure up here. There we go. Same, but different, but same. See here, we went up, down, up, down, up, down. It's a up, down, up. Sorry, up, down. And then, sorry, up, down, and then it's all up, down, and then up, up. Is the same. Is the same. So this structure up here that we are talking about, it's you know, if you look at it up here, maybe on the 4 hourly time frame, it looks the same. This part over here, guys, this part over here. Where's my line? See, up, down. Maybe on the daily time frame. No, it's not on the daily time frame. It's 4 hours. Maybe 8 hourly is nice. Should, yeah. So up, down. You know, we got three. One up, down, right? And the same thing we had up here. You see this part over here. Exactly the same. Up, down, and then we went up, right? Even this leading towards the upside, right? You know, up and then up there. You can see over here. You know, we had this, you know, leading and then up. It looks the same though. It looks the same. This part over here looks the same as this part over here, just on a smaller fractal. And for you guys that have saw the video in the Telegram channel yesterday that I posted on the fractals, you know, you have to know a bigger time frame than you have the small time frame. You know, they do repeat. So yeah. So maybe if this is any kind of prediction on what's gonna happen over here. Maybe that's any kind of prediction of what's gonna happen over here. You know, maybe, just maybe, we might, you know, go towards the upside up here. See, but it might be a fake out. So this upside came just above this these levels up here. So these levels up here. So maybe go up here. That would be this move. That means 33,050 moving average. Then back down there again. Then this, and then on the downside, right? If that plays out, now that's a big if. I believe quick move to 35 and then capitulation. Unfortunately, I did long. You're always long, man. Too much longs open take quicker short. Crypto adoption has just begun. Great things are coming. Yeah, we know the patience is the key. You know, we're gonna wait to, you know, to 2025, 6, 7 or whatever. What happened with the fee manipulation? 100% pump. Nobody. I don't know, man. In Google Bitcoin trends, it does not trend now as much as it was in 2007. No, it's less. You know, it was a little bit different in 2017, but right now, you know, we are getting there. People already know about Bitcoin, so you know, Bitcoin moving up to new highs. You know, it's not very exciting, but you know, when the first time was moving up, like everybody was on that thing. Good morning, brother. Do you have any videos on learning how to recharge any indicators used? Yeah, there is another channel called. If you go to my YouTube channel, The Late Adopter. You go to Late Adopter, you go to my YouTube channel, you press channels, there is one, The Art of Technical Analysis. You go there, and there are a couple of videos. You know, I should post more videos there, but you know, last video is like 2 months ago, but you know, I'll get back to that. Knock Life, $10, same but different, but same, lol. So funny, bro. Chop, nice to see you playing with the trades, me too, on small bags. Your TA, Unfi, Blues, LCX, short term, what do you see? I don't know, man. Unfi, I think it's done. I think Unfi is done. You know, there is no other way. I think this is just gonna continue bleeding towards downside. Now, how it's gonna continue bleeding towards downside, it's hard to say. but it's game over for this one, I think. I mean, when something does 10x, guys, when something does what's that over here? Yeah, that's more than 10x. It depends on where you look at the move up here. That's already 10x from down to the bottom. It's even more down there. It's even, you know, 15, 16x. When something does that kind of moves in the span of 1, 2, 3, 4 hours, you know, I get really, you know, really cautious about the moves. And you can see you know, this stop up here came to the previous stop up here as well. So it pumped big time. Unless something fundamentally changed on this coin or something like that, you know, I would be very careful about this. But I think it's pretty much done. It needs to bleed more towards downside. It's really hard to see, you know, just, you know, looking at it, you know, objectively. When it comes Blues was pumping yesterday. Also, I think it's done. Not quite sure if it's done. This is 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the daily time frame up here. So this went kind of parabolic up here. This went kind of parabolic up here towards you know, yesterday. It's really hard to see this actually, you know, continuing this parabolic move without any kind of consolidation phase up here or move towards the downside. Yeah, is there a kind of, you know, support line up here? Yeah, we're getting pretty close to that. Maybe something like that. It tried to get up here. Maybe it has more room to go up here towards this stop up here. Might be the resistance that it wants to go, because this is a parabolic move towards the upside. Let's see up here. This actually on the 4 hour, this actually managed to go up here. Maybe this isn't done yet. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, but we already got these, you know, wicks towards the upside. We broke the trend. Now it's pretty much done. This is the last move right now. This is actually shortable. You can see up here, this parabolic move right over here. Right now it's going, you know, pretty heavily towards the upside, and right now, you know, it broke the trend on the downside. The trend is broken right now. There comes a reset. It might come another retest up here, might do something like it as well, but you know, right now this parabolic move is pretty much done. You see, you know, these wicks to our upside, the trend up here broken towards the downside. There is a secondary trend up here that needs to be broken eventually, something like this. There's a secondary trend up here, over here. So up here in this above this line up here, it might, you know, try to go up higher. It might go down to this line, but as soon as this line is broken, it's pretty much done. It needs to, you know, pull back. Now this didn't have a 10x move towards the upside. This didn't have a 10x move towards the upside. This only had something like I think, you know, from the bottom to the top right now, from bottom to the top, it had like 150 so 1.5x, you know, 150% towards the upside. I mean, we're not calculating from the bottom down here. Let's go to the daily time frame. Yeah, actually from the bottom it had like 300x, but you know, from these top bottoms down here, like 3x it had moved towards the upside. But it's getting, this looks like top to me. It's really hard to say. I'll look at it any other way. And although you know, when you do these kind of moves towards the upside and you start breaking trends on the downside, it's really hard to continue moving towards the upside, because you're losing momentum, and momentum is everything. Now these are big time frames. On the big time frames, for example, on the daily time frame, we haven't yet lost anything. Over here, you see up here, it's still going towards the upside. So technically this can continue pumping on the upside. Maybe it's not done. On the big time frames, on the 4 hourly time frames, this doesn't look done. I think maybe, just maybe, it might actually pump a little bit more. It's only these small time frames up here that looks done. See here, breaking a little bit towards the upside. I think this needs to be followed very carefully, you know, but and where the top is. But it's already went parabolic. The question is it gonna stop up here, or is it gonna, you know, come up here to the resistance on top? You know, that this is the only question. Are we gonna go all the way up there and, you know, top the resistance up there, or, you know, what's gonna happen? Very interesting coin. We might, you know, I'll keep on following during the day and post in Telegram for people, so we're gonna see that. And LCX Coinbase, LCX also pumping big time for hourly. Slowly moving towards the upside, I don't know what this is. Nah, not interesting this. Thanks for 10 bucks, man. My prediction for them, I'm going to get sunburned. Nice. Your TI is seriously good. I watched Benjamin Cohen also. Benjamin is, you know, long, you know, he should be chain analysis, you know, he shouldn't be TA guy, you know. I think he should be on chain analysis. I think he should be, you know, doing the same thing as that, you know, that other guy. I don't know what's his name. That's right, because TA is not a science, it's an art. Exactly, it's art. What caused Unfit to do that? No clue, man. You need to have an eye for it, red or black. Yeah. So guys, yesterday we have this thing where we do trades right now. We are doing trades on every night. So you are welcome to come by, you know, tonight and watch us trade. Let's go to the videos up here. So you see here, you know, trade night 400 million. Let's trade. Let's learn to trade. You know, these videos. So these are live. And these are pretty long. This was a 6 hours video. This was a 5-hour video last night. And you know, these trades can be very long, but we do we do indeed do a trade. And so far it's been going okay. Let me show you up here. So far it's been going okay. So we are hoping this can actually continue, of course. And this is how we are doing so far on the trading. So we're trying to get 400 million. And yesterday we had a bad trade, but you know, this is a 400 million challenge. We started 418, right now 917. Yesterday we had a loss of minus 1.1, but that's actually a stop loss. That's actually got us out where he actually entered, because we you know, exited that same place where we entered, and we got you know, minus $1.8. But you know, right now we have, you know, 1 2 3 4 5 no, sorry, four winning trades, 2 losing trades. You know, it's all going to do. So I'm going to continue doing this tonight. So you're welcome to stop by. But let's check what's happened yesterday and reassess what we could have done better, you know, and so forth, what's happening on there. So we can learn something from that. So let's clear up everything up here. Let me just open a window up here on the side. And up here on Theta, we are actually shorting up here. So you gotta zoom pretty much in pretty heavily up here to see what's happening. And we're shorting exactly up here on the dollar. So over here you can see the move. So we are looking at the Bitcoin might move towards downside, and we are shorting, and we had a very nice short. If you go to 1 minute chart up here, you can see it even nicer. Where was it? Up here. A very nice short. Exactly up here at 5, something like this there. So we entered the short on Theta right over here, and I put a stop loss exactly, you know, exactly right there. And then came this week on the upside that got us out of the trade. This was a 10x trade, and this was like 1 second wick right up there, got us out of the trade. So you know, I missed the trade. I never re-entered the trade again inside. You know, there are a lot of other guys on stream that did the trade, but this trade was actually very nice. And you know, have we entered the trade with a 10x up here to the bottom, it would be like something like 60% trade. So it was very nice. Now, unfortunately, and even this is up here, you know, got people outside. Yesterday, I was even, you know, I was awake at, you know, 3-4 a.m. as well, and I was watching this move towards us, but I was just so tired, and I was like, nah, I'm not doing a trade right now. So I don't want to do trades just because I see something or something like that, like, you know, price will come back, you know, there will be, markets will be open again, right? So this move towards the upside up here, you know, for everybody that actually entered the trade up here yesterday, what I been saying, like, if you start getting like 10, 20, 30% profits, you never let that trade go back inside here, right? You set stop loss up there, you either take profits, but if it gets up here, you get out, and you know, you wait for the next day. Because if you didn't do that, see here guys, here's a very good lesson to learn. So let's say we entered up here, let's say everybody entered up here, right? And we started doing very nicely down here, and we don't put any kind of stop loss, right? We think it's gonna go just, you know, a lot lower down because, you know, high time frames. Now, if this trade start going against you, right? It goes against you right now. You're losing all profit, but you're like still here. Yeah, I don't want to put stop loss because, you know, it's gonna revert towards downside, right? Yeah, and it might do that. You see, it might do that. It revert to us. Yeah, I told you, man. It's gonna go back down there again, right? It's gonna go back down again. No problem. We don't need, you know, it can go a little bit against us. But look here. Right now, it's heavily against you, man. Right now, it's heavily against you, and this is already like, you know, 20%. You're already 20% up down here. Right now, your entry point is working as resistance, sorry, support, and it might continue going even more against you. So this winning trade that was over here, and that we could have taken nice profits up here, right over here you are right now having losing trade. That should never happen. Once you have once you've broken certain levels and you are on the way down, you should put stop loss at least, you know, wherever you entered. you know, wherever you entered, so this doesn't happen. So even if this, you know, wicks you out and you might be like, oh man, it just wicked me out of the trade, it really doesn't matter. But you never let these winning trades become, you know, up here in the losing trades. That's what I try to say. Now, you know, but we did make, you know, a mistake of doing the stop loss right after entry. Right after entry, I think you need to let the price move a little bit, because if you know that this is the top, I mean, it can do another move towards the upside, but if you think it's gonna reverse any moment now, like, you have to let it run a little bit, right? So the biggest problem was that I put stop loss up here exactly when I actually entered. Like, we wait like 5 minutes, I put a stop loss right, you know, right there, and then we got wicked out of that. So, you know, so that's the problem. So, you know, tonight we won't be putting any stop loss right after we enter the trade. We'll let it wiggle around until it breaks certain levels on the, you know, downside, and then we'll put stop loss once we are confident that it should trend towards downside a little bit. But it was decent trade. Now, if you look this on the big side, big time frames, Theta big on time frames is actually quite bullish right now. You can see here it does this move that I think Bitcoin can do. You can see up here, it is curving towards the upside. It has these moves, like I said in the start of the video, which are, you know, pushing the price higher and higher towards the upside. And I think Bitcoin can do something of the same. You can see a very nice curvature up here on this move. Maybe something like this up here as well. I don't know. However you want to look at, right? Maybe something like this up here as well. It looks like it wants to go, you know, explode towards upside. So Theta is actually quite bullish. So although we did short, we shorted because Bitcoin was going a little bit on the downside. But right now, maybe, just maybe, I think should be longed. So maybe tonight we're gonna do a long instead of short. Guys, everybody's welcome to the nice trade. You know, I don't know when that's gonna be. It might be like 7-8 p.m. We're gonna do that. It's gonna be live trade. It's gonna be live trading. So you're welcome to chat in the chat. And stick around with us, guys. Good morning, how are you doing? Doing well, man. Good, doing right. Crypto Labs is in the chat. We like Crypto Labs. It's Norwegian biggest channel in crypto. Nice. I wonder how my favorite investment pube coin is going. Ben doesn't really do much TA, and Ben isn't a TA guy. He's, you know, analysis guy. He should be a chain analysis guy, because if you guys know Ben, do on-chain analysis channel, because he always do these regression lines, logarithmic lines, these channels. It's so boring. So he needs to expand his views, because he's good at analysis with the mathematics stuff like that, right? Just go on-chain analysis. There's a whole bunch of charts you can look at, man. Whole bunch of charts. Morning, good Frey. I do. The swings lately have been great, if you know what I do. Yeah, he does do on-chain stuff here and there. He does do on-chain stuff here and there for sure. That's good. Okay, guys, that's it for Bitcoin Daily. Thank you for stopping by. Check out today. Tonight we're gonna do live trading. Check that video out. Put a notification or subscribe to the channel. Put notifications all buttons so you get the notifications. Hit the like button on the way out and subscribe to Qcoin, guys. You get 20% fees off. That Qcoin exchange is gonna explode, so you wanna be there when it actually does. They got a lot of stuff going on for them. There we go, guys. I like live trading streams. It's good for your channel growth. Yeah, I think so too, man. I'm getting like 1-2 subscribes, you know, every time. Okay, guys. See you around. Bye-bye. Tonight.